Ladies and gentlemen, ODM is dying, and as a political commentator, this is among the saddest videos that I'm going to create in 2026 week.
Kwa hivyo ndugu zanguni, na wangapi wamekubali tuendelee kuimarisha chama yetu ya ODM? Wangapi wamekubali wainue mkono? Bora watu wa nyuma huko hawainui mkono. Asante. Mimi ratele.
Wait, why is ODM dying, and who is behind the death of a party that Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga had high guts and courage in making? That none other than Raila Amolo Odinga put a lot of effort and energy in reclaiming and building. Wait, this is what we're going to measure on this video analysis. But before I deep dive into this video, kindly just take a second or two to like this video, comment, and most importantly, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if by any chance you are watching us from a different platform, kindly just head over to YouTube, search for Creative Silas TV. If politics, war, and documentaries is all you are passionate about, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to listen to some of the ODM supporters at the moment, what they are saying and how they are viewing the ODM.
To ODM leaders from Nyanza, I think this is the time. We have to understand that we don't have Raila who can afford to fight for us. And instead of championing for more parliamentary seats in the National Assembly, why are you championing for 2 terms? Remember, politics is a dirty game. And when Ruto can use this chance to entice your people so that he can be voted as a president, and remember, Ruto is a smart person. If you're not smart, you'll fall for his trap. I think I will urge you guys, as you can see, the people from Central, most of them are having power, are having position in the government, and you'll not hear them shouting, saying 2 terms. As you can see, the people of Nyanza are focusing so much in strengthening Ndini Nyoro. Same time, the people of Western are also trying as they can to shape Edwin Sifuna. The people of Rift Valley are also, I'm seeing Aaron Cheriot is being groomed, if you're not careful. Then here in Nyanza, we're being told that we have to groom Oburu Odinga to be the future. Yet we are seeing the future with Babu Wino. And the advice I have to directly to Gladys Wanga, directly to Junet Mohamed, directly to Opondo Kaluma. I think you are also strong law leaders we have in Nyanza. The people like, yes, let me say the clan from Homa Bay. And let me tell you something. The only time you have strength, you, Opondo Kaluma, Gladys Wanga, and Junet Mohamed, is when you unite and build the ODM so that we can have more parliamentary seats, so that even when Ruto turned up against us, we can still have a say. We can impeach Ruto in the National Assembly when you have strong numbers in the National Assembly. But thinking that you are going to overthrow Ruto through Mandamano after messing up during this time, let me not lie to you. After making a wrong decision and a wrong move, you personally, people, believe me, will not go to Mandamano. But if you try now and make changes now, it will be impactful even in future if you call a Mandamano will go out, because we've seen how tiresomely you work towards bringing change. We have to shape our leaders from Nyanza. We have to shape Babu Wino. Let me go direct to the point. We have to shape people who can fight for us. Even Edwin Sifuna is strong. Let us accumulate the votes from Western. And so that even when it comes to Western, while we are whatever to Heshimu, let us go to Central Nyanza. This is the time whereby we can get more seats, ODM seats, even in Central. Yes, my friend. It's not going to be easy for us if we're still having wrangles on who to support, on whom to. Let us build our house, and also let our house have a voice. To see manze tusipoteze ODM. Hata nyinyi manze mnafurahi sayati nini, manze itakuwa ngumu kwenyu, and you're going to have it in a hard way. I'm not lying to you. Mimi nimeona future. Unaona, naelewa mzee Ruto namjua vizuri sahi. Nimemwona online. Mzee akili yake huwezi ona na mira hata kama umesoma na mira. Mzee ni mnoma. Na ukitakutana naye usimuone hivi hivi. Usione tu huyo mzee hivi hivi. Unacheki. Umse kuna vile bado mnaweza, sisi majenzi tuko na support mingi. Mkiweza ungana na sisi, maze tunaweza wa support vizi. Lakini kama mnaenda kona manze mnaleta rango, sisi maze tutachoka na nyinyi na tuone sawa. Tuna support huyo Ruto. Na kuna mtu atamtoa hata mkitamandamana tutaenda. Ndio tutadili na nyinyi. Si hivyo ndo mnataka, tutawasaidia kumsupport. Tutawasaidia kumsupport. Na baadaye msiliende, then nyinyi ndio wasemu mnapewa mabudgets. Mmefanya chini ya maji na hizo mado na bado mnataka huyu msarudi. My friend, mtaona kichamcham kikuni.
Wait, those are just but a few individuals who have came directly online and say, you know what, this party is dying. And as political commentators, tukionaga vitu kama hizi, we can't give them a damn ear. We must focus, do some analysis and check why these people might lead to the death of ODM party, a party that none other than the late Raila Amolo Odinga worked tirelessly to make sure that a democratic party that was nationwide. Wait, why is ODM dying? The first reason that could have led to death of ODM party is, you see, lack of proper strategy after the death of none other than Raila Amolo Odinga. Wait, why did they lack good strategy? We know very well that Raila Amolo Odinga's main agenda was opposition when he was making this party. Since 2013, 2007, Raila Amolo Odinga has always been in strong opposition, but he died in government. And when he was in his, when Raila Amolo Odinga was in his sick bed, here are some of the things that he used to say. None other than Shifuna was constantly in opposition, opposing the government and proposing the agendas of ODM. Wait, and in fact, Raila Amolo Odinga himself once said that Shifuna had rights to speak.
Shifuna ameongea, ako na haki ya kuongea. Ako na haki ya kuongea. Kama wewe unatofautiana na yeye kwa maoni, sema yako. Sema yako. Si ndio demokrasia? Mimi sijasema ati mimi usiongee kwa chama namna hii. Sema hata kama unaona baba anafanya makosa, sema.
Right to speak. Wait, after the death of none other than Raila Amolo Odinga, ODM ni kama ile crack where Raila Amolo Odinga's young turks, people like Babu Owino, who used to preach the voice of ODM Kitambo, when they continue speaking the way they used to speak, the leaders of ODM, the chair lady, and several people who are behind the deep state in ODM started mocking them. Now wakwambia, you know what, you guys are not part of ODM, and if you are not willing to be in ODM, kindly pack your things and leave this party. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that Raila Amolo Odinga, you knew these things, and in fact, Raila Amolo Odinga himself said that Shifuna has a right to make this decision. And ODM right now, Nikama, these people are failing to understand why these people, why people like Shifuna and Babu Owino are currently checking on exercises of the government, and they have vowed not to support the broad-based narrative. And by them failing to support this broad-based narrative, several ODM people, ODM leaders wanaona ni kama these people are wasaliti, which to some extent is costing ODM party, because ODM fans are people who believed that their main goal as a party is opposition and checking on the exercises of the government. So tell me, how can you wait? Tell me, how can you prove? Tell me, how can you convince a person who have constantly been in opposition, criticizing the government, and imagine one night, unamuka tunasema, you know what, we want to support the government. It won't be a walk in the park, and maybe this is what the problem, and this is among the problems that ODM are facing at the moment, popularizing the broad-based government. And you can see how Oburu's reception in Kamkunji grounds, when he told people to say if they are supporting the broad-based government, the crowd ilinyamaza, and he in fact even realized him. He even realized it. Secondly, the second reason why ODM party is scrambling and at the moment is on his knees is, when Raila Amolo Odinga died, there was a dilemma of choosing who was to succeed Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, where several people opted that none other than Babu Owino was ready to succeed Raila Amolo Odinga. But according to the party norms, I don't know how they end up and pick Oburu Odinga, a person who is not even popular. His social media presence before the death of Raila Amolo Odinga, I was somehow top. And in fact, Oburu Odinga is not a person who has that aura to command the crowd. You recently saw his first political rally, the same Kamkunji, where he failed and disappointed ODM members. And in fact, Nikama, Akina Gladys Wanga were telling him what to say. Roll those tapes. Wait. From the look of things, you can just see that Oburu Odinga was not even ready to succeed Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. What are your own thoughts on this? Oburu Odinga being the party leader. I think most people thought that Babu Owino will succeed Raila Amolo Odinga. Kuangiana kwa kono na waulize what do you need? Some decisions haifai kuchukuliwa tuna watu wa party at leaders of party wanatoka tu mahali wanasema this and this and this is the right thing to do, then they're coming up with a conclusion. Wange consult the party members when you're hapo ndani who does they need to become the party leader, because Babu Owino is a national populist. People love him and is widely accepted in Nyanza, Nairobi, Mombasa, Mandera, and in fact even some part of Mount Kenya region. Wait, the third reason why ODM is scrambling at the moment is, you see, the ODM leaders at the moment, instead of them focusing on popularizing ODM, they are focused in pushing the broad-based narrative. Wait, you see, broad-based is unpopular, and broad-based government, the way Raila Amolo Odinga entered into that memorandum with President Samoei Ruto, made this deal less popular. You can remember the handshake of Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It became popular because at the moment economy was on his knees, and several people in 254 walisema, hata kama economy kwa his knees, we must survive. And Raila Amolo Odinga kaona, instead of us marching to the streets, we should just came directly and sign a memorandum with the president, at least to make sure, at least to check on him and criticize him and to lecture him on and to lecture him on the points where watakuwa naenda vibaya, sio? So and here's the thing though, the broad-based government, the way Raila Amolo Odinga entered that deal, ni kama ilikasirisha watu, because you can remember the 2024 finance bill protest. This was the time when the broad-based deal was signed after several Gen-Zs were unalive in street, when you walienda kumarch kwa street. After you aside the after the death of akina Albert Ojwang, yani serikali sijui ikafanya nini. I think that if people are keen in this so with this broad-based government being less popular, in fact even convincing their own party fans imekuwa ni ngumu vibaya sana. And with this I feel that none other than ODM party patrons, people like Gladys Wanga, Pia Wandai, you guys should just check on the way you are selling this broad-based government. Instead of you focusing on selling this broad-based government agenda, you should look for a way to popularize ODM party. The same thing that Raila Amolo Odinga amekuwa kifanya over the years. You can't just convince us one day that what we want. You can't just wake up one day and try to convince us that ODM party is in government, a party that is always known to be in opposition. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, so ladies and gentlemen, those are just my reasons. So ladies and gentlemen, those, the fourth reason The fourth reason why ODM party is scrambling is the ideological difference between the party leaders. Of late, to realize that ODM are in a msimamo dhabiti, where some people are in opposition and some people are in government. A person like Shifono, a patriot, a young leader, a leader was being accepted. With the Gen Zs, ako enje, Baba Weno ako enje, and the old caliber of leaders, ndio wako huko juu wanajaribu bring the people near none other than President William Samoei Ruto. At the moment, the broad-based government, hizo maneno za broad-based, people accept. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know thoughts on the comment section. Why do you feel that ODM is scrambling, and what should these leaders do to make sure that ODM will never fail in 2027? Wakiendelea hivi, ODM might fail, a party that Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga made sure did not sleep just to make this party become a national party. At last, I was your host, Silas. Till next video. Bye-bye.